Hi guys! And welcome to my May favorites video. This is the absolute favorite video of mine to make for you all, where I talk about the things I've been loving in the past month of May. So, let's get started because we have a lot of products as always. It's so hard to narrow them down. And as always, let's get through the makeup first because I know that not all just girls watch my videos, although guys can wear makeup too. But if you've been telling from what's on my mouth, this video and the previous video, it is this red lip. Some people love it or they hate it depending on the person, but I got it from Sephora because it's from the Sephora house brand. It is the cream lip stain in 01. They don't have a name of this, just numbers. I wish they had catchy names, but it's the most pigmented thing I've ever seen on my face in all my life. I personally love it, but it is bold, bright. I would use this for like a very vampy, like going out look that will last you all day. You can eat with this and it will stay in place. It first goes on like kind of glossy, like kind of a dewy finish, but then it dries completely matte. You need to have your lips exfoliated to use this so you won't get like nasty crusty thing, and it's not too dry if you put chapstick on first, but I love it. As I said, some people think I look like a clown, but that's their opinion. Next is something that I found from one of my best friends, Bunny, and it is the Cortex 4-in-1 Styling Ceramic Wand Set. Oh my goodness, just look at this packaging. It looks like Beautiful Men's Cologne, first of all, and you open it and you get this cute little travel size bag that opens up. I got mine from flatironexperts.com. It comes with, as I said, 4-in-1. The original thing that comes with, it's like this cool fabric-y thing so it doesn't ever get tangled, and this is the thing that you put all the other wands with. I say wands like Harry Potter because you get 4 different sizes. The first one is a tiny one, and this is what I do. What I do is I use the tiny one if I want super tight curls, and then you could have for like next day, like you could brush them out and they get looser and looser and beachier and cooler depending on what you want to start with. This is the other one that is a little bit bigger, and you just put it on here and lock it, and when you set your temperature, you can go up to 450 degrees and it beeps bright green when it's done heating up for you. This is the second to largest one. This isn't the one I used today, but it still is good. And then the one I used today is this big one. It's not that big. I've used bigger. That sounds... okay, let's move on. And at the bottom of the cute little travel bag, you get a cool glove. And I say cool because it reminds me of like a spy detective or like Kim Possible. Call me, beat me. If you want to reach me, if you want to page me, it's okay whenever you need me. Yeah, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. I'm a serious nerd, but I find this cool. And next cool thing that is good for travel that I bought in Texas, in Austin to be exact, at this really cute little shop called Parts and Labor. It is one of those stores where you can buy everything that is made by artists themselves. So every time I visit Austin, I go there because I want to support fellow artists, and I got a backpack. And it's not just any backpack, it's this cute like maroon. This is one of my favorite colors. Like, I love reds that look like wine or blood or maroon. This is the wine version. I know that sounds creepy, but all the proceeds to this goes to money for kids in Africa for their school systems for an entire year, I think it was. And it is just so awesome. It has a little pocket here, and it has these buckles. I love buckles because it makes me feel like I'm on a trip in Jurassic Park. And it has another little tie thing, pulley, and it's cream on the inside, and it has a little place for your laptop and a protective cover for it if you don't have a cover on your laptop, which you should, and another zipper pocket. It is just so well made. This went with me through my flight, and it goes to the gym with me sometimes. I absolutely love the color, and I love supporting things that are for a good cause and for artists themselves. Now, getting into the media side of things, 2 movies have been my absolute favorite this month that I showed my friend Bunny when I was staying at her place in Texas. One is Rose Red. You need a whole day to watch this. It is like 6 hours. It was a older TV show, not TV show, it was a movie on television, so it is like 6 hours long. It was a Stephen King novel originally turned into a television movie. It is so good if you're into like telepathic people with like special powers, if you believe that thing, if you believe in ghosts. It's like in a haunted mansion. It was made after the Winchester house. I absolutely love it and have been obsessed with it when I was a child. I probably watched it like 20 times, no, not even 20 times, almost 100 times I was a child. I watch it every Halloween. I just love it so much. And I showed it to my friend. Another favorite childhood movie that I showed her, it's my second pick, is The Witches. Jim Henson made this. Angelica Houston is amazing in everything. This is what really got me into the artistic side of special effects makeup. The witches in here are so creepy. I can't believe this is a children's movie. It is so, so good. And just the storyline, the makeup and artistry of the witches depicted in this movie, it is like the truest form and will make you believe if you're younger that witches are real and out there and alive. So good. Can't say anymore. But speaking of television, one of my absolute favorite TV shows of all time this month, oh my goodness, Bunny showed me this one too. I showed her the movies, she showed me the TV show, and it is Parks and Recreation. I hated it when I first saw it, I have to tell you that. The first season isn't that good, but I think with TV shows, you have to invest some time into it because the first season is like the building blocks. Sometimes they're a little unstable because they're just introducing the characters, letting you get to know it, and once you get into 4 or 5 episodes halfway through or somewhat of the second season, it gets so good. I cannot stop watching this show. I can't sleep unless I've watched an episode. Thank goodness each episode's like 20 minutes on Netflix. They have 5 seasons on Netflix. I don't know if there's any more, if it's still continuing. I hope it is because I am in love with it. Ron Swanson and April's my favorite, and of course Amy Poehler's character is really good too. This show, I would never expect it. You would like this show if you're into very nerdy things, romantic comedies. It is just kind of like a certain sense of humor, of sarcasm. It is so good. I can't explain to you enough when you get hooked to a TV show, if you know my feels with the Netflix. Next favorite is a book, and it is written by also one of my friends. Trish Paytas made a book, Curvy and Loving It. If you haven't heard of her on YouTube, where have you been? She has had some viral popular videos. She is one of the most fastest talking people in the world, and she made a book because she is a beautiful curvy girl, and I would so recommend this to girls who are in that teenage stage of life. We are friends in person. I always tell her she's like that cool sister that I never had. She just has a different perspective that you have on life and just her experience. You get to see it through her eyes, and she tells you so many great tips about confidence and how she became successful, and she takes questions from her viewers in this book. I absolutely loved it. I teared up a little bit. I read it in one whole day. It is so cute, and I always support friends and YouTubers, so check it out. And speaking of friends, me and my friends have been eating cake and pizza and all the good things whenever we hang out. That's just our thing. But on the weekdays, I try to eat healthy. And one of my absolute favorite things I found this month, I've been obsessed with, I tested on my dad. At first, I got it for his birthday because that's what families are for testing out things as guinea pigs. And I tried it out myself and it was delicious. And that is Nature Box. Now, when you get a Nature Box, you could choose different packages. You get 5 bags of snacks for $20, 10 snacks for $30, or 20 snacks for $50, and these are by month. And they are subscription where you get all these delicious foods at your door. It's like the grocery store, and you get to pick it out online. And oh my gosh, they're so delicious, and they're healthy. They're like nutritionalist approved. So when you get a Nature Box, you open the box. I already opened mine because, girl, I can't help myself. I need to look at what I got at least, but I didn't try them yet. I thought I would try them on camera with you guys because I've had some of them, and I picked my very favorite ones for this one. We're gonna go through all of the snacks in this box, like a mini review, Food Network style. I hope you're ready. I got the 5 bags a month one, and this one is Big Island Pineapple. Pineapple's my absolute favorite fruit, so if you don't want to go to Disneyland every day, if you live in Southern California or Florida and don't want Dole Whip, first time trying this out, to explain it to you, the Dole Whip, I'm not kidding you, from Disneyland, but a little bit sweeter, if you can imagine. It's like the fruit juice of the Dole Whip. I'm so glad I tried these out on camera with you guys because there's a lot of them. This one is my absolute favorite one, the Honey Macadamia Nut Pretzel Bites. I have tried this before and I've specifically asked for this one in this box because they're that good. They taste like the inside of a pretzel M&M but without the chocolate coating, and on the inside is like popcorny but sweet with like, there's no peanuts in this. Oh, there's macadamia nuts. So delicious. Next one what we're gonna try is wheat apple pie figgy bars. The reason why I picked this one is because I love apple pie and I love fig Newtons, but I don't like figs. It's a hard situation in relationship to understand. But we're gonna try to see if this tastes like apple pie because I had apple pie flavored candy this week and that's why I picked this out too, and I wanna see if it tastes like that. Let's see. If you like fig Newtons and apple pie, that one's for you. Next one is also one of my absolute favorites, sour cream and onion almonds. And I've had this before. I asked specifically for this one because I love sour cream and onion potato chips, but you can't be having that all day, every day. But you can try the almonds. They're like slivered sliced almonds that taste like sour cream and onion chips. I kid you not. The last bag, the fifth bag, is the one that I saved for last, and it is the one that's the most awkward that I've ever tried before. That's why I saved it for last, even though it's not the best for last, which it should have been. Let's just see. Poppy seed. I like poppy seed muffins. Let's see this. Huh. They're like, you know when you get sesame seed Asian chicken mixed with goldfish crackers? That sounds really weird, but this is what it tastes like. So good. I wouldn't say any of them were that bad. They were all pretty good, I have to say. That's why I keep buying these and having it sent to my door, because I do not want to go to the grocery store because I'm lazy and I just want to sit and watch Netflix and Parks and Recreation all day, every day with my snacks. Maybe I'm not being as lazy of a couch potato if they're semi-healthy and approved by nutritionists, no like high fructose anything. They have a whole list in the box of all the delicious benefits of it. And one of my favorites is a podcast, and of course if you haven't been listening to Shane Dawson's podcast, Where Have You Been? It is so good. I just love to hear him speak to other people because I know him and he likes to talk about anything and everything. All the questions that you wanted to know about the celebrities he interviews on his podcast, he would probably go through it, even the most awkward ones. That's what I love about Shane, because he doesn't like to make you feel too uncomfortably awkward, but he wants to dish it out all the interviewing questions that you want to hear. And my other favorite podcast that I wanted to mention is Welcome to Night Vale, and I heard this from Leanne Sesley here on YouTube. I didn't understand it at first. It's hard to explain, but if you're into Twilight Zone, Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark, this is the podcast for you. My absolute favorite podcast episode from this that I've heard. I haven't heard all of them. I'm going back from podcast 1 to the recent ones, but there's this one called Dana, and it reminds me of the X-Files. If you love the X-Files, you'll love this podcast, because this podcast is basically a man with an epic voice sitting in a chair, it sounds like, and he's reading to you all these stories about this town, and Night Vale is the town of the setting, and it's really hard to explain, but it's like he's reading a book continuously about this creepy town. It is so, so good. But the episode Dana reminds me of X-Files, like I said, because it reminds me of Dana Scully. I'm so sorry if I had food in my teeth while I'm talking because I just ate all those delicious foods. But yeah, you should check it out, definitely. And they are just so cool, and I hope that they get bigger and bigger and bigger, because this podcast has been getting pretty popular, I think, and I love it. Just going around town blasting this podcast of this creepy man voice in the background, oh, it is so good. Another media type thing I need to talk about is this album, one of my all-time favorite ones. Yes, I still buy albums. I don't like to do the iTunes thing, click to buy virtually online. I like to have it physically in my hand. I know a lot of people hate this papery type album, but this is AM by the Arctic Monkeys. So good. I don't care if it's in the papery type album thing. Like I said, a lot of people don't like it, but they could have put this in a Ziploc bag with just little scribble notes that they've handwritten themselves, and I would still pay $50 for it. I kid you not. If you haven't heard this, oh, where have you been? It is like pop rock alternative. It's in the pop section. It is so good. Just look at their faces. They're just so cool. Just all the songs. Every song is good. This is like a working piece of art. You listen to it from beginning to end. There's not many albums that are like that. This is one of them. Of course, Do I Want to Know is a really good song, but my all-time favorite is Fireside. I just want to go on a Texas preferably Texas road trip and listen to that song blasting non-stop. It reminds me of the movie Rango. I can't explain to you how good this is. This is definitely on my all-time favorite album list now. Best album of 2013 and one of my all-time favorites. I cannot explain to you how good. Just go get it if you're into any of the things I was saying. I hope you guys liked this favorites. Let me know down below what's your absolute favorite food this month. And another favorite thing, it could be music, it could be a book or something. You should definitely check out the things I've been talking about, especially if it's local YouTubers and artists that I've been supporting. They're my friends as much as you guys, and I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I always enjoy making these, like I said. I will definitely be seeing you in the next video. Hopefully it'll be a makeup transformation. We'll see. Love you all. Bye.